how to remove the squib if installing the custom multifunction module. So this is the way the stalks are going in. Normally you would have this going in there, which is gonna have, you see, one screw there, and one on the bottom, like that. And they're Torx 25, not Torx 20, yeah. There'll go one there, and one on the bottom. You'll see it just there, okay? Put the screws in there. This one you take it off, obviously put it somewhere, and then, okay, you got the stalks. How to get them off? First, you have this one. This is the ignition switch plug, right? It goes in there. And to be able to take it out, if you plug this one in, you have to pull this tab. You pull this tab like that, and you pull it down. Ideally, the best way is to use a pick tool, which is like this. So you can just put like that and pull it down, like grab it like that while you're pulling this. So you're gonna need two hands, obviously. You pull this one like that, and boom, done. And this will come out because you have this edge and it comes down. Then this one, it will have a lock on it. So normally you're gonna find it locked. So let's plug it in. This is the power plug, right? Normally you're gonna find it like that. What you need to do is with the nails you pull the red tab, and then you press on this black bit and you pull it down, and this is basically out. Now there's more to it. You're gonna have to press this tab to unlock it. It's already unlocked, you see. So if you push it in all the way, it will click in there. And there's one more here. Both sides you got one. Let me try to sleep. Both sides you got one here. Yeah. See if you can see it. Yeah. This is the one. You put your hand, you press on this side. The other hand on this side here. But that's not all. On the bottom, if you look, I'm gonna pull this one out because it's out already. In here, there's another tab which goes there. You see this one? So this ideally has to go down to be able to pull it out. So the best way to do that is when you have the stalks there, see if you can see it. You see this one? You have to put the pick tool and pry this one down slightly while you're moving the stalks so it can come out. You can also force it when you press this two tab, force it and twist it up like that while you're pulling, but don't break the stalks. So ideally just try to fiddle with that one till you get it right. And then obviously stalks are out. I am gonna do in a reverse way because I am fitting the standard ones. Okay, so here they go in. If your car is DSG, it's gonna have another wire going into there, into a steering key lock. Yeah, so here we go. We get the stalks in. These are the standard stalks. And if it's not going in properly, it means you need to go on that slide. So this was the sound that it went in properly, right? Make sure these ones are straight. Okay, now it's in properly the way it is. Then because I'm not adding, because I don't have another set of the Audi ones, I'm fitting this ones for now, but I'll fit another one for me. So we got a squib. If you just get a squib like that, you literally, but that's for different situation. It's not when I'm selling complete with the stocks. If I sell the module just like that, literally you got one screw there, and one there. Okay, and this ideally will get in. If it doesn't get in, you turn the stalk slightly so it can get in properly. And then you have one connector there, one connector there. Just remember, this is not a normal module, it's modified with a multifunction from MQB module. Yeah, okay. Then we now need to put the screws, which I have them just here. This is just reverse order, so if you're removing this, basically you can have these screws to take it off. Just watch the whole video and you'll understand this fine. Alright, and this is Torx 15. Alright, so we got Torx 15. Okay, one there. We don't put too much power on it. Okay, Squib in place. Now, not to forget, we got one more plug in here. This is the power from the ignition lock. Then, without seeing, push this one in. You could do it from outside the car better and easier. Right, and then we also have the airbag plug, which is here. This tape in here, I put it so the Squib is not gonna spin, but that was just temporary. If it's gonna be something permanent, we're gonna either clip one here to here, or put tape all around it and it won't spin. Now this module, it's already coded. I pre-coded just in case. Right, all the bits are done here. We just have to put the bottom steering cover, ideally clean it if you can. And this module is gonna have to go around like that and up there, so you are gonna be able to access it if you have any issues. And the best way to go there is behind this cable. Let's see if you can see it. Behind this cable like that. Okay, and then the module sits there just for now while we put the cowling. Okay, so in case you need to unplug it and reset it, you can just unplug it. You lift the cowling up from there, and that's it. You unplug it if you need to. But there's an easier way. Just press and hold OK for 7 seconds and the module will reset. So it's not really a big deal. You don't really have to, but if you do have to access it, that's the way. Now, here goes the cowling. It's fun with one hand. Alright. And then this will have, like I said, 2 screws here. The facelift Caddy will have just slightly different cowling, but you will see there's basically the same steps. Right, and we got the module in there. You can probably rest down because you're able to grab it. You see, it's just down there. It's perfectly fine because it sits on that cable. Yeah, if you need to grab it, put your hand in there, you grab it. And now the last part is this. Ideally, put it all the way down like that. Lock it. And you can put the top cowling. This is a Touran, but on the Caddy it's the same principle anyway. Many people swap to Caddy to Touran dash anyway, so now I like to keep the wheel like that all the way up there. And then the next step is fitting the touch wheel. After all of this work, we should clean it obviously. Now when you put the steering, make sure you center that hole. Yeah, there is a slight indentation there, and you have to look from the center to match it. If you don't have and you take the steering wheel off, I suggest you make a small scratch on this side in there, just to be able to see it when you're putting the wheel back, because you want to put the wheel back straight. It shouldn't go a different way. Now if you have the heating plug, it's just gonna rest in there. That can be done later. And then you have, I prefer to put this one by hand first, and then I think it's an M12. Right, tighten this one up. If you want to use a torque specific, just torque it up to the value required. But I learned by doing this for quite a while the force that's needed there. It's not like you're gonna use rocket force. It needs to be tight, but not to break the bolt, because you cannot open it for many times. Then you have this plug that goes, normally it's gonna have a white plug in there, but this is just a test cable for you guys to see. Okay, the multifunction plug into there, and obviously airbag goes on the top. Now the airbag, if you're gonna remove it, you see you got this. So if you need to open, you need to go from the back, and you're basically pulling this. Let's see if you can see better, and you'll unlock it. So basically you spin the wheel. Now we need to put the key in. But if you need to take the wheel off, you have to pull the wheel back and go from behind. Yeah, you go from behind, you see the hole there. But not through this hole. You're gonna have to reach to this pin, and you pull it down. Pull it down. And there's one more here. You pull it down like that. You spin the wheel. I think I do have a video of how to remove this wheel, so if you need it, just ask. And that's how you get the buttons to work and everything. The buttons are working, as you can see. Sometimes if your left and right doesn't work, is the cluster went into the stock mode, which means we need to read the cluster and change some values in it, because it's thinking that it's got a stock board computer here, but we don't. And this rarely happens, but if it does, just have to read the cluster and change. It's a very simple process, but you need to read the cluster, which sometimes happens. Now, thanks for watching. If you need any more info, just ask in comments. Thank you. Also, just as the last part of the video, we got, this is the airbag that you need to fit for the touch wheel. I fitted the GT wheel with the touch buttons, right? This is the type of airbag you need to fit. And if you need a part number, just get closer, hopefully it's gonna focus. Yeah. Yeah, 5HO 880201H. Yeah, so that's the airbag, and this is how it looks like, and that's how the wiring looks like. The wiring goes in there, if it's gonna focus. Yeah, the wiring goes in there, which to be able to take this out, you push down on the tab and comes out. Normally you don't have the cable like this, it's on the airbag, but I just did it for testing, so I'm not going to pull the airbag all the time. And as you can see, the airbag has 3 places where it locks. 1, 2, 3. Goes in there, the other way around, and it clicks in, but I'm not going to click it in. Okay.